This video is sponsored by Skillshare. In this video, we are going to look at a brand of learn to draw books for kids that is making a whopping $70,000 per month or more. And let's see if we can figure out how they did it and how you can do it too. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today, especially for this exciting video. I cannot wait to get into the topic of this video. If you are interested in learning more about making money online with things like self-publishing, then please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. So I came across this publisher who has published a handful of learn to draw books that are aimed at kids that have just taken off and are extremely successful. And I mean the kind of successful that I think every single one of us dreams about when we start publishing low content books on Amazon. Now, these books are more of a higher content book. I wouldn't class them as low content according to Amazon's definition of low content. So these are books that are a little bit more substantial in terms of the content inside of them when compared to traditional low content books like notebooks or journals. And these are actually the kind of books, these higher content books that I've been talking about on my channel for a while, that are a really good direction to go in and publish these more medium content books. And it is also perfect timing because I do have a tool that I will be sharing very soon to create and publish learn to draw books just like this one. But more on that later. Let's take a look at these books and this brand. Okay, so this is the brand here, Sophia Elizabeth. Sophia Elizabeth is a brand that has created a handful of medium content books all around the topic of how to draw and how to draw different things. All of their books are currently aimed at children, and as of the time of this video, they currently have 13 books. Now, the most popular ones are these first three here: how to draw cute stuff, how to draw things, and how to draw cute animals. Let's take a quick look at these books and see what they are like inside and what their listing page is like. So we have this first one here, which was uploaded in January 2022. So this one's only a little more than a year old. Simple and easy step-by-step guidebook to draw everything. When we take a look at the inside, it's aimed at kids, so it's very cute, very playful. We have a list of all the different images that the child is going to learn how to draw, and then that's all we can see on the inside pages, but we can see on the back here an example of what the pages look like and how it gives these step-by-step instructions on how to learn how to draw that particular picture. If we scroll down a little bit further, we can see they've got some fantastic A+ content showing the book. You can see exactly the kind of book it is, who it's targeted to, what sort of images that the child is going to learn how to draw, the benefits of these types of books in terms of developing drawing skills and raising confidence. And then we have links to other books that this publisher creates. And these are links directly to those books. So if somebody wants to purchase more of their books, it's very easy for them to get there. They don't have to go off and search for these other books. Now, this particular book here is the most popular book that this publisher has. And take a look at this. It has a bestseller rank of 79. 79 out of all the books on the Amazon marketplace. That is insane. I was so excited when I saw this bestseller rank. Now, for anyone new to publishing or to selling on Amazon, a BSR is a bestseller rank, and a bestseller rank is a number given to every product or every book in the Amazon marketplace, and it basically determines a book's popularity in the Amazon marketplace. So the more customers buying that product, the lower the number. So the lower that number, the better. Now, one of their next popular books is How to Draw 101 Things for Kids, simple, easy drawing book, and I'm assuming it's going to be very similar because the branding and the style is carried across all of the books that this publisher creates, which is great. It's what you want to do when you have a brand so that people can recognize which books are yours. So again, we get a list of all the pictures that they're going to learn how to draw, some tips on how to get the best out of drawing, and then it goes into showing. So this one goes a little bit more deeper into the pages so we can see exactly how the pages look. They're very cute, they're very decorative, so they are really cute, and they've really gone along this theme of cute drawings. And obviously, being for kids, they are going to be very simple. They're not going to be very hard or elaborate pictures that the child is going to learn how to draw. Now, the next one that is one of their most popular ones is this How to Draw Cute Animals. Again, simple and easy drawing book. So they've sort of found this particular way to create these books, design these books, and market these books in terms of their product listing, and they've just pulled that across all of their books, and it is working for them clearly. And again, great with the A+ content and more links to the other books that this publisher has. Now, one thing I did notice when I was scrolling through these sales pages is this frequently bought together section. This shows obviously all the other books that are frequently bought when a customer buys this one. Usually it is other books, similar books, related books, but usually from another publisher or another seller. In this case, customers are buying the top 3 of this publisher's book. So they're not just buying one how to draw book from this publisher and then a different how to draw book from a different publisher. Customers are buying all of this publisher's books together. A lot of times customers aren't just buying one book, they're buying 3, all from the same publisher. And I think that's just crazy. I'm so happy for this publisher and how it's worked out for them. And that could be to do with this A+ content and the fact that they have branded these books all the same with the same cuteness, the same branding that just is across all of those 3 books. And it seems like it's really paying off because customers are buying those 3 top books together, and probably some of the others, but the 3 most popular books from this publisher are quite often being bought together, which I think could primarily be coming from this A+ content. Now, let's go through how I came up with the figure of $70,000 per month. If you have seen any of my previous videos similar to this one, where I do a deep dive into another publisher and their books, specifically those that are publishing low content books, you'll know that I do use a couple of tools to estimate how much a book could be selling and then in turn how much a book would be making. So, although this brand does have a few books for sale on Amazon, like we saw, they have 13 books currently available. I did focus only on the top 3, and that's really just because their top 3 books are selling like crazy. So keep in mind that the figure of $70,000 per month could probably be the minimum that they're making every month, because I haven't taken into account all the books that they are selling. I'd just like to take a moment in this video to thank our longtime partner over at Skillshare, who is the sponsor of this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and members across 150 different countries. It's a place for people just like me who just love learning and getting inspired to be creative. Building a brand around your books is something that I talk about all the time, and the importance of it. In taking my own advice, this week I took a class with Mark Pollard called Brand Strategy, Build a Business That Lasts, because I really want to build a brand the right way, which to me means a brand with longevity. Because Skillshare is specifically curated for learning, it is ad-free, which is great for productivity with less distractions, and new premium classes are always being added. Skillshare has a great offer for the first 1,000 people. To use the link down in the description box below this video, and if you do, you will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. This trial gives access to the complete library of classes, so you can learn something right now, today. Now, let's get back to the video. So first of all, I looked at the bestseller ranks of these top 3 books. I explained a little bit earlier what a bestseller rank is. As I said, it basically determines the popularity of a book in the Amazon store, and you want that number as close to 1 as possible. The lower the number, the better. The lower that number, the more books you are selling. So very quickly, we saw that their best-selling book has a bestseller rank of 79. The next book that we have is sitting with a bestseller rank of 380, and the third of their best-selling book are sitting at a bestseller rank of 607. Then I take these bestseller ranks and I use a book sales calculator tool to determine how many sales the books would be getting from these bestseller ranks. Now, I usually use one from TCK Publishing. It's free. There are a few of them out there on the internet. If you prefer using a different one, just Google Amazon Book Sales Calculator and you'll find one that you can use, but they're all free and they all do the same thing. So we head over to the sales calculator tool, we pop in 79 and we can calculate through this tool that book with the bestseller rank of 79 is selling 11,115 books per month. That is Crazy. The next book had a bestseller rank of 380, so we can estimate that that book is selling around 4,248 copies per month. And the third book had a bestseller rank of 607, so we can estimate that that book is selling around 3,108 copies per month. So how does all this translate into dollars? We now need to take a look at how much these books are making for the publisher, because what they sell for on Amazon is not what we get in our pocket. So from the sales price on Amazon, we need to take out the printing cost for Amazon to print and ship that book, and then whatever is left we split with Amazon in a royalty share. And for this, all we need to do is head to the Amazon website. They have a royalty calculator there where it will tell us how much royalties the publisher would get for these books. So looking at their books, all of their books are pretty much the same length, 113 pages, and they all sell for $9.99. So we enter that information into Amazon KDP's royalty calculator, 113 pages selling for $9.99, and we can see that these books are making an estimated royalty of $3.79 for every book sold. So let's do the math. Let's recap. The book with a bestseller rank of 79 was selling approximately 11,115 copies per month. The book with the bestseller rank of 380 was selling approximately 4,248 copies per month. And the book with the bestseller rank of 607 is selling approximately 3,108 copies per month, which is a total of 18,471 books per month. Times that by a $3.79 royalty, and that is just over $70,000 per month. Honestly, I was gobsmacked when I saw those figures. And remember, that's only for 3 of their books. That is not for all of their books. So I imagine they might be making a little bit more than this. And to think that this publisher only published these books from 2021. Okay, so now that we've picked our jaws up off the floor, let's go see if we can see what they did to make this kind of success in a relatively short amount of time. Okay, first of all, I take a look at the inside of the books to see if they have any information pointing to social media or a website or an email list. But looking inside these books, there is nothing at the start of the books with any information about a brand off of Amazon. Now, because the look inside feature only shows a small percentage of the book, I did wonder if there was possibly pages in the middle of the book or even at the end with information about social media and websites that I couldn't see in the look inside feature. And I did find a video down here in the reviews where someone filmed every page of the book, but after sitting and watching this video, there isn't anything inside of the books with information on social media or a website. So from here, I went back to the author central page to see if there was anything there pointing to somewhere off Amazon that we could find this publisher. It's quite common for people to put information about their website or social media in the About the Author section of their author central page, but no, nothing. So I went to trusty Google to do a search for this publisher on Google, but nothing came up. Then I decided to head to Facebook to have a look for a Facebook page for this particular publisher. Nothing. So I headed over to Instagram to have a look for an Instagram account or social media account for this publisher. Nothing, which means they are not promoting their books to an email list. They don't have a website for anyone to even sign up to an email list. They don't have any social media accounts where they're promoting their books or creating an audience or a following away from Amazon. And then because they are not on Facebook, they're not doing any paid platforms like Facebook advertising or Instagram advertising. So that basically leaves Amazon ads as a way that they have possibly built up so many sales for their books. And we can see here when I did a search on Amazon for Learn to Draw books that this one here is coming up as a sponsored ad, which means that they are most likely running Amazon ads to all of their books. Is this the reason why their books sell so well? Maybe. But more likely, it's that the ads are just boosting or fueling what is already successful. The majority of people who do run Amazon ads almost always start off very small, spending only a small amount of money, and then scale that up and spend more on ads as their books start selling more and more. So I imagine that they published these books and they did start to sell and look like they had potential. And then the ads are now just helping these books to just skyrocket and just keep going to the next level of sales. So although they are making, as we estimated, over $70,000 per month, there is probably a small amount of that going to ads. And I really think that the success of this brand just comes down to creating really high quality books in a niche that wants them and loves that particular design of those books. Also, making use of selling tools provided by Amazon, like A+ content, are encouraging customers pretty successfully, I'd say, to buy multiple books, and then in addition to all that, pushing further sales with Amazon ads. So this is very similar to the last video I made, doing a deep dive into a publisher, which was a publisher that's making $8,000 per month selling word search books, and the fact that they also did not have any of the traditional off Amazon brand building, like having a website, an email list, and social media. They also were primarily just publishing their books on Amazon and using ads to help scale those sales and keep pushing those sales higher and higher. So I just think this is just really encouraging for anyone who might be put off from publishing books due to the sheer competitiveness of having books on Amazon, and because of the idea that the only way to see success is by spending a lot of time, a lot of effort, sometimes money, building websites, building social media accounts, and building email lists. Clearly, it can just be done with a few good books and a little bit of money to invest in Amazon ads. Remember to catch my video, which will all be about an awesome new tool coming out that you can use to create and publish these Learn to Draw books. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.